Assalamualaikum dan selamat petang. Anda semua bersama saya, Salina Abdullah dan Farandas Karim dalam rancangan Borak Balai Berita dari Ing Studio di Jalan Riong. Borak Balai Berita kali ini akan ke Itali dan ke Iran bersama-sama dengan Duta Besar Malaysia ke Itali, Datuk Malik Melvin Castellino, dan Duta Besar Malaysia ke Iran, Datuk Rustam Yahya.
Kami difahamkan rakyat Malaysia di Iran dan Itali dijadualkan akan dihantar pulang dalam masa terdekat ni, dan kami juga difahamkan Wisma Putra sedang menyelaraskan persiapan untuk proses penghantaran pulang mereka. Kalau kita akan bercakap dengan Datuk Melvin.
Bersama kami di talian sekarang adalah Duta Besar Malaysia ke Itali, Datuk Malik Melvin Castellino. Assalamualaikum Datuk.
Assalamualaikum Salina dan Farah.
Datuk dapat dengar kami jelas ya Datuk ya?
Sama-sama.
Okey, apa khabar Datuk?
Khabar baik Alhamdulillah. Kita semua di Malaysia sedang mengambil langkah-langkah yang keselamatan sesuai untuk memastikan semua rakyat Malaysia dan juga semua pihak HBS dan juga keluarga berada dalam keadaan selamat pada ketika ini.
Datuk, before we go further discussing this repatriation process that's going to take place soon, maybe we could address some housekeeping matters first. How many Malaysians have actually registered with the embassy in Rome to be repatriated, Datuk?
At the moment, we have 323 Malaysians and their dependents who have registered with us, and that number was actually a large number compared to the initial phase of registration. I must also at this point thank the Foreign Minister and the Wisma Putra for urging the public back at home to quickly register with us, and this has seen an increase for us in number of registration. So that's a very good point. We always stress to all Malaysians who are abroad, especially in this current crisis, to quickly register if you have not with all the embassies worldwide, including Italy, so that we can take the necessary measures to assist any Malaysians who need help, in trouble or in distress.
Datuk, difahamkan macam Datuk sebut tadi 323 orang mendaftar ya Datuk ya, tapi hanya 79 orang yang bersetuju untuk pulang. Kenapa bilangan yang kecil ini?
Pada ketika ini nombor ini telah meningkat. Kini mereka yang setuju untuk dibawa balik telah meningkat ke 92 orang, termasuk dependent ya. Rata-rata kebanyakan rakyat Malaysia yang bermaskauti di Itali ini adalah mereka yang telah berkahwin dengan rakyat Itali ataupun sedang bekerja, dan tempoh pekerjaan mereka sebahagian mereka telah pun bekerja di sini antara 20 hingga 30 tahun. Jadi kebanyakan mereka telah pun menjadi penduduk yang tetap di sini. Jadi mereka mempunyai tanggungan-tanggungan dan juga dependent di sini yang mereka boleh terus membantu mereka lah. Jadi dari segi ini, seperti yang telah dimaklumkan sebelum ni, kebanyakan mereka lebih suka tinggal di Itali sendiri sebab ekoran daripada tanggungan mereka yang juga berada di sini.
Datuk, Italy has been in a lockdown for quite a while now. How are Malaysians there going through this process? Is there enough supply of food for them? Are they okay staying at home? What is it like from what you've heard from them?
And first and foremost, I must commend the Malaysians, for their resilience. Those who are staying here, they have taken this lockdown in a stride. I must say, the first few days was of course difficult because Italy is known for its socializing. But however, I think looking at the seriousness of the matter in Italy, how the number of deaths has increased on a daily basis, this has made not only Italians but especially Malaysians in Italy to realize that they must follow the measures. Essential goods are readily available. There was no panic buying except maybe in the first day where people were not ready for it. But after a while, people have gotten used to it. You can get all essentials in all the supermarkets. In fact, there are specific measures you need to do. You cannot all go in at the supermarket at the same time. You are in a queue and you are properly regulated. This is to reduce the exposure that you get by being in contact with someone who is close to you. So in terms of other services, sanitation, banking, everything is still available. Obviously, you need to take the necessary measures before going into the premises. I would say so far the whole country in Italy with the lockdown, it is progressing smoothly. Obviously, there is amount of concern. I mean, rightly so, because there is increase in deaths, there is increase in positive cases. But I think the lockdown measures actually helped a lot in stemming the spread. This remains to be seen in the next week or so. And I think it's something that we all need to live with in this current scenario.
Dato', about the impending repatriation process, do you have a rough date on when this is going to happen?
Well, the dates are confirmed. We hope to do the evacuation process on the 22nd of March this year. I mean, in March this week. We are now going through the process of the logistical process attached to it. And on this, I must once again, obviously thank the government of Malaysia and also Wisma Putra and also the various agencies involved in assisting the embassies to evacuate and also to do the necessary processes and logistical arrangements. This is ongoing, of course. As you know, Malaysians are scattered all over Italy for those who are to be repatriated. So, and we have a lot of them in the northern side of Italy too. Embassy, of course, will remain open. As you know, embassy is always here in order to service all our Malaysians and also relations with the foreign countries. So the task now is to arrange the necessary arrangements to bring down all the Malaysians and dependents, especially students, students to a point where we can safely evacuate them from Italy. Again, I must encourage and also urge all Malaysians to take up this effort by the government to repatriate, because it's only done once, and we have been here calling all Malaysians and calling all students to please come forward and please apply yourself to be able to be repatriated. And I think so far the numbers are encouraging, but I will once again urge and seriously advise Malaysians to take up this offer, especially students. I cannot stress this much, especially the students. Thank you.
Datuk, 22 Mac ni ada time dah, Datuk? Dan semua 92 akan bergerak serentak?
Ya, kita sedang dalam proses mengenal pasti masa yang sesuai dan juga tarikh ketiban di Malaysia. Makluman ini akan dikeluarkan atau diselarurkan melalui pihak kementerian di Malaysia dan juga MKN pada masa yang sesuai, sebab proses ni sedang dalam perbincangan dan juga dalam perancangan. So saya rasa dari segi makluman tu yang ini akan disampaikan daripada pihak-pihak berkuasa di Malaysia dalam sedikit masa lagi.
Dato', will this be a military op or will be using commercial flights to bring them home?
Again, I must say this is being planned. We are using the best possible option. As you know, most commercial aircrafts, commercial flights into Italy has stopped. So we are evaluating, of course, MKN, Wisma Putra, NATMA, the COVID team in Malaysia. Again, they are working very hard day and night. They've been contacting us and we have been working out the best option. This is to ensure that all Malaysians are transported back safely. At this point, again, the final information will arrive from the authorities in Malaysia. So, but it'll be done in a very short time because we are already in the final planning stages of this evacuation.
So, from today until Sunday, what's the logistics arrangements going to be like? Because I would expect them to be at one place gathered before they are brought to the aircraft. So where are they going to be staying?
We hope to, at this point in time, like I said, it's our plans. For those who are staying obviously out of Rome, further up in the north, We hope to bring them down a day earlier because, as you know, the flights, we need to prepare them also to fly. And also, at this point in time, we have been working very closely with the Italian government, the regional government, provincial government, so that they will not be stopped from coming to Rome. As you know, there is a lockdown in place. Cross-border movement, of course, is not encouraged, but for essential reasons. So obviously, again, the government of Malaysia must also thank the government of Italy for their assistance and continuous support. They understand the problems we are facing, and we understand what they are facing. As you know, we all are in the same situation. Most Malaysians are staying at least 8 to 10 hours away by road from Rome, which is going to be the point of takeoff. So there is this planning, but we hope to move them in a proper sequence, so they will be arriving in Rome with ample time before the takeoff for the flight.
Datuk, dengan pengalaman lockdown yang dihadapi rakyat Malaysia di Itali sekarang ni, jadi kami andaikan semua rakyat Malaysia yang nak pulang ni juga sudah maklum dengan perintah kawalan pergerakan yang dilaksanakan di Malaysia?
Kebanyakan mereka, daripada makluman saya terima, mereka telah pun dimaklumkan dan mereka walaupun menerima makluman ini dengan terbuka hati, namun ada sekolah mereka juga khawatirlah keadaan di Malaysia tersebut. Jadi apa yang nasihat Kementerian Pendidikan kita kepada mereka, dari segi lockdown ni adalah sesuatu yang perlu diambil oleh kerajaan Malaysia. Jadi mereka terima dengan terbuka hati. Dari segi kesediaan mereka, disebabkan mereka telah pun berada dalam lockdown di Itali ni, jadi transition mereka di Malaysia adalah lebih, saya katakan bukan senang, tapi lebih biasa untuk mereka. Jadi kebanyakan mereka telah pun menerima lockdown di Malaysia ni, dan mereka bersedia untuk kembali ke Malaysia lah dalam masa terdekat ni.
Jadi semua akan menjalani pemeriksaan kesihatan sebelum pulang ke macam mana, Datuk?
Pada ketika ini kita akan sedang membuat perancangan dari segi pemeriksaan kesihatan ni. Namun demikian, perkara ini sedang dibincangkan dengan pihak berkuasa tempatan dan juga dengan pihak berkuasa di Malaysia semasa ketibaan kapal terbang tersebut. Tapi dari segi pihak kedutaan, kita akan mengambil segala langkah-langkah yang sebaik mungkin untuk memastikan bahawa rakyat Malaysia yang akan pulang balik ini berada dalam keadaan sihat dan juga telah diberi pemeriksaan kesihatan yang sepatutnya lah untuk mereka kembali ke Malaysia.
Datuk, bilakah kali terakhir rakyat Malaysia kita di sana yang akan pulang ni disaring, dan apakah keputusan saringan tu?
Pada ketika ini kita masih dengan perancangan. Saringan itu kita harap akan dilakukan sebelum penerbangan. Jadi pelan-pelan dan tindakan itu sedang dibincangkan. Jadi kami harap dalam sehari dua ini kita dapat mengenal pasti langkah-langkah yang akan diambil dari segi pemeriksaan keselamatan dan kesihatan untuk rakyat Malaysia yang akan balik nanti.
But to date, no Malaysians have been infected by the virus?
No, alhamdulillah, to our current knowledge and current monitoring, there is no Malaysian who has been infected by COVID-19. But again, I would like to urge all Malaysians in Italy to continue to take the necessary precautions and measures, which is important to ensure your safety and also your health. We have in our constant communication through the various means, we have used emails, we have used Facebook, we have used Twitter to inform Malaysian measures they need to take, especially when it comes to making sure they take the necessary precautions. And I also would like to thank Malaysians who have listened to us and also have followed our instructions. We are also working with our coordinators. Each region we have appointed a Malaysian coordinator, and they are also in charge of ensuring the other Malaysians are well taken care of. It's like ketua kampung, So they will speak to their group of people, and then they will then relay the information to us. And we also do direct communication with them also. So I think by and large, Malaysians are aware what they need to do here. And there are a strong community of Malaysians who are close in all the regions. So we hope to use that mechanism. At the same time, also I must also thank the government of Malaysia, especially the Foreign Minister, the Deputy Foreign Minister, and the higher ups and the management of Wisma Putra, and also other agencies who have been urging Malaysians to register. And I think this is something that's very important. Again, I cannot stress this important enough, because it's important that all Malaysians register at this point in time, because then the embassies have, and the management embassies or the embassy staff have the knowledge of where you are, and if you are in distress, we can quickly assist you through any means necessary. So please, again, my call to all Malaysians who have not registered yet, please do so. Please do so.
So basically, Malaysians in Italy who would want to come back, they have about 3 days to register themselves, or they will miss the boat?
No, registration, I mean, basically, we have continuous register. Yeah, so we are still saying that, look, if you want to register, please register, and if you want to return, we still can put it in. No? But obviously, there is a cutoff point, because we have to look into the logistics of it. So that's why we're saying register quickly, agree to go back early, so that we can do the plan well in advance. Because any last-minute plans obviously will affect the logistical and also the transportation back to Malaysia. So it's important for them to do it early. So we have enough ample time to plan and also to execute it well.
Ada masa lagi ke, Datuk? Deadline bila tu untuk mendaftar?
No, we hope in a day or two. We hope in a day or two, because like I said, the process will take time. Jadi dari segi perancangan ni, walaupun masa penerbangan katakan dalam seminggu lagi, tapi segala perancangan perlu dibuat sekurang-kurangnya 3-4 hari sebelumnya. Ini termasuk mendapat kelulusan daripada pihak tempatan untuk membolehkan mereka turun ke Rom. Jadi perkara-perkara ini akan mengambil masa. Tidak termasuk juga saringan-saringan lain yang perlu dibuat, termasuk saringan dari segi pasport, dari segi dependent mereka yang perlu juga disaring, dan juga maklumat ini perlu disampaikan ke Malaysia supaya apabila mereka tiba di Malaysia nanti, segala persiapan sesuai dan terbaik boleh disediakan untuk mereka di Malaysia. Jadi semua ini akan memakan masa. Jadi saya ingin menasihatkan semua rakyat Malaysia ingin pulang dalam sehari dua ni, tolonglah hubungi kita di sini. Kita sedia. Talian kita buka 24 jam. Kumpulan kami di sini yang terdiri daripada pegawai kedutaan dan juga agensi ini telah bekerja siang malam untuk memastikan semua rakyat Malaysia ini dapat didaftarkan. Seperti yang telah dimaklumkan, kita telah pun menubuhkan emergency response team di sini yang terdiri daripada malaikat Rom dan juga malaikat Holy See. Jadi kita punya tu kedutaan di sini, dan kedua-dua mereka bekerja bersama-sama untuk memastikan semua rakyat Malaysia ini selamat dan juga dapat dikembalikan ke Malaysia. Jadi seruan saya dan juga nasihat saya adalah supaya semua rakyat Malaysia silalah dengan segera menghubungi kita dan juga setuju untuk dibawa balik ke Malaysia.
Datuk, last question, Datuk. You would already know by now that the government imposed this restricted movement order yesterday, and it's going to come into effect by midnight. Maybe perhaps you could share with us Italy's lockdown experience and how it has benefited the country, and what you have been briefed by Italy, the Italian government, perhaps.
Yeah. Thank you, Farah. You see, I think Italy, if you look at how the emergency procedures was laid down, it was done in a way that is necessary for them to curtail the spread of the virus. It started, of course, in the north, and then northern Italy is where the economic engine is. So a lot of businesses originate from there. So what happened was, when people started traveling out from north to the south and to the central of Italy, the spread continued. So the Italian government realized that in order to stop the spread, they have to take effective measures and real serious measures. And that is why the lockdown was imposed first in northern Italy. But then obviously the lockdown needed to be extended to the whole of Italy to ensure that the whole of Italy is now considered a lockdown, because they wanted to ensure that people remain in their own constituencies or their own regions. The fear is people move from one region to the other for work or for any other purposes, and that will enable the virus to be spread through contact. So that is why I think, for me, I believe the measures by Italian government, although it looks drastic, that have been imposed on the whole country, is actually necessary in order for you to curtail the spread of virus. Another aspect I think is important is social distancing. If here you see when people congregate, previously, Italy is known for its social and cultural situation where they're all always having family oriented, they always meet together. But with this social distancing, people actually stay a meter apart or 2 meters apart when they want to discuss. And all of them realize how important it is, because if you're infected, you can also pass on infection to somebody else. So, and of course, as you know, the population here, there's a certain portion of population who are elderly, So in order also to protect them, because the elderly seems to be more susceptible to such viruses. So it's important for us to realize that while you are protecting yourself, you also must remember you have your loved ones you need to protect. Initially, the lockdown was, I think, difficult for them to accept, but now when they see how important it is to curtail the spread of the virus, all of them have taken the strides. You can see the whole of Rome, including other regions, people are sticking to the lockdown. They are serious about it. They feel that it's important for them to listen to the government and also to leaders, and to ensure that this virus can be contained, or COVID-19 can be contained in the shortest possible time. So I think it's important, when looking at what Malaysia has done, I would again recommend the Malaysian government. Of course, we are all happy that this has been imposed. Obviously, the measures will take some time to be absorbed by the public, but I think it's important for us to realize Italy is a good example of how this thing could work. So that's based on our evaluation of the situation in Italy itself.
Ya, kami harap juga rakyat Malaysia dapat mempelajari pengalaman di Itali ini dan mematuhi perintah kawalan pergerakan yang dilaksanakan sekarang ni. Jadi terima kasih Datuk. Kami di Borak Balai Berita mendoakan semua rakyat Malaysia di Itali berada dalam keadaan selamat dan sihat, dan urusan penghantaran pulang rakyat Malaysia ke sini berjalan dengan lancar dan dipermudahkan. Ya, Datuk.
Assalamualaikum. Terima kasih Salina dan
terima kasih banyak,
juga Farah.
Datuk. Assalamualaikum.
Masa yang telah diberikan kepada kita. Saya juga ingin menyampaikan salam daripada semua pihak kedudukan di Itali, dan juga berharap semua rakyat Malaysia, Salina dan Farah berada dalam keadaan selamat, dan paling penting mematuhi peraturan-peraturan yang telah ditetapkan oleh kerajaan Malaysia bagi membendung virus COVID-19 ini. InsyaAllah dalam masa dekat ini kita akan dapat membendung gejala ini dan situasi akan kembali seperti biasa. InsyaAllah. Kita
akan berhubung lagi ya Datuk, insyaAllah.
Yeah, closer to Sunday, Datuk, we'll be in touch again.
Keep in touch.
Thank you.
Okay, terima kasih banyak Datuk. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Kini kami mahu membawa anda semua ke Iran pula. Kami berjaya menghubungi Duta Besar Malaysia ke Iran, Datuk Rostam Yahya. Bagaimanapun hanya menerusi panggilan telefon disebabkan masalah teknikal.
Assalamualaikum, Tok.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okey, Tok, NSTP difahamkan Wisma Putra sedang menyelaras tarikh perjalanan penerbangan dan penginapan bagi mereka yang akan dihantar pulang ni. Boleh, Tok, cerita sikit tentang proses yang Wisma Putra handle ni, tak, Tok?
Sekarang ni kita dah kumpulkan semua student kita lah, pelajar kita dan rakyat Malaysia yang ada di Iran, di sekitar Iran ni. Jumlah yang kita ada sekarang ni untuk evacuation 40 Malaysia lah 48.
48 ya?
And then termasuk 48 rakyat Malaysia. Yang total Malaysian yang register kat sini yang kita dah updated totalnya 68, tapi separuhnya dah pulang ke Malaysia sebelum ni lah.
Okay.
So yang tinggal sekarang 48.
Okay.
And then kita Wisma dah luluskan apa evacuation melalui pesawat AirAsia, and then pesawat dijadualkan tiba pada 21 hari bulan ni, And petang tu juga kita akan evacuate semualah ke Malaysia.
Dijangkakan berapa batch tu yang akan dihantar pulang ni? Adakah akan sekali?
Kita buat sekali sebab tak ramai kan, 48. So kita boleh buat sekali lah, satu flight. Setakat ni yang ikut immigration pun itulah figure yang ada.
Okey. Tu yang
Very unlikely lah kalau ada tertinggal tu.
okey, penghantaran pulang rakyat Malaysia itu, adakah ada yang tak mahu pulang untuk ingin terus kekal di Iran buat masa ni?
Memandangkan keadaan kat sini agak serius, so semuanya menunggu nak pulang lah ni.
Okey.
Tapi kita tengoklah, kita akan contact mereka dari setiap hari, tengok macam mana progress.
Okey. Tu jadi embassy di Tehran dah buat briefing dengan rakyat Malaysia di sana bagaimana?
Separuh aja sebab kita ada separuh kat Tehran. Yang lain tu merata Iran. Ada di di Qom, di Mashhad, Isfahan, Yas, Tabriz. Ini Mashhad tu 900 km di sini.
Okey, kalau
Bandar tu 1000 lebih. So kita hari Khamis ni kita akan kumpulkan semua. Masa tu kita buat full briefing.
okey, 21 hari bulan tu akan dikumpulkan semua.
Tak, hari Khamis tu. 2 hari sebelum tu kita akan kumpul semua.
Okey, kalau 2 hari
Dan
sebelum tu
kita
macam
akan test kat sini. Ya.
so diorang akan duduk di compound embassy ke buat masa for the 2 days tu macam mana?
Kita bangunan ni semua kita sewa, termasuk ke rumah lah.
Okay.
Tapi kita dah, sebab some of them dah staying dengan our staff lah dekat merata Tehran ni. And then the last group daripada Qom nanti akan tinggal di rumah saya.
Lebih kurang berapa ramai tu Tok yang akan Tok host?
Daripada Qom, dalam 12 orang.
Okey.
Semua pelajar semua.
Pelajar. Tok, adakah embassy menghadapi challenges dalam proses penghantaran pulang rakyat kita ni di sana, maybe from local agencies dan sebagainya?
So far tak ada. Iran, kerajaan Iran selama ni lah, dia very cooperative lah. Apa-apa yang kita request so far tak ada masalah. Tinggal lagi kita lah order budget and then to get the flight, tender semua tu. Ada logistically we have to go through the process. Okay. So semua tu dah ready. So the plan is that the plane will arrive on Saturday.
Okay, Tok, proses saringan sebelum mereka dihantar pulang tu Tok, for the 2 days that they're there, who is going to facilitate this process? Kerusahaan kita beli ni lah for our own effort lah. Kita beli this oximeter dan this thermometer lah, simple gadget. To check their oxygen level and their temperature level, just to get indication of whether they are okay or not. So far semua reported to be okay lah. We even send to our staff went to the Qom day before yesterday to check all the students and they are found to be healthy. Okay.
So far tak ada yang any positifnya.
Alright, but there will be last minute checks before they are allowed to gather ramai-ramai dekat these locations, ya. So have they been briefed
about? Yes, we will do it every day. Yes, yeah.
Oh, every day, okay. Have they been briefed on what's to come the minute they land kat KLIA tu nanti tu?
Yeah, generally, because we ourselves pun, this is our first exercise, so we are still learning from what will happen there. Even the virus pun, this is something new to everybody. But we generally have told them that whatever required by the Malaysian authorities, and so far no objection from anybody.
Okay. Tok,
they will be quarantined lah.
Boleh Tok ceritakan sikit tentang bantuan ataupun cooperation yang diberikan oleh agensi di Iran sendiri in facilitating Malaysia's effort?
They are very cooperative. They facilitate tu macam flight clearance tu dia bagilah, and then di airport pun we are going through special channel lah, through this VIP channel kind of. Tak bercampur dah dengan penumpang lain. So should be quite easy lah. Straightforward to evacuate.
Okay. So considering the sanctions that Iran is going through now, as well as the lockdown, so I'm assuming that communications is a problem in where you are.
Well, it's not really a problem, but then because of US sanction ni, dia punya, internet is a bit limited lah, restricted even. Dia punya coverage tu is not that strong, and then all this gadget ni we have difficulties lah. It has been like that for the past years pun.
Okay.
But we are okay. Phone is okay, text is okay.
And they have been in contact with their families, ya tu with the help of your embassy?
The Malaysian.
Yeah, the Malaysians.
I mean, Malaysia basically they have their own phone. They have no restriction there to contact anybody.
Okay, all right. Okay, great. So thank you so much. We'll be in touch again kalau ada latest development tu, especially
sure.
closer to the date nanti.
Okay, will do.
Thank you, sir. Assalamualaikum, Tok.
Okay, thank you. Waalaikumsalam.
Demikian perbualan kami bersama dengan Duta Besar Malaysia di Itali dan di Iran, dan kami berharap semua rakyat Malaysia di Itali dan Iran berada dalam keadaan selamat dan sihat, dan mereka yang dihantar pulang akan sampai dengan selamatnya. Jadi sekian saja daripada kami. Saya Salina Abdullah dan Farhanas Karim dalam program Borak Balai Berita, sehingga kita bertemu lagi dalam siaran akan datang. Sekian, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.